always on Saturday, Sundays, it takes little time to because I'm doing live streaming, so I have to connect rest stream. Can you guys confirm, please? So I think it is showing streaming, but I cannot see myself. But because I am the user, can anyone confirm whether they are able to see me?
I can't see on YouTube actually.
Okay, LinkedIn. Oh, can anyone confirm? Raj or I think yes. Let me just. Uh, Okay, I can. So, welcome everyone to the career talk. This is our 105th career talk that is there. So, this event is very special because after the quick talk that I'm going to do, we have three amazing demos that are there. So, all the participants are waiting here. So, I will just take 15 to 20 minutes of time. We have people in Zoom. We have a lot of people viewing us at LinkedIn as well as YouTube. So, thank you everyone to be part of the 105th community meetup. We have been doing this for almost 2 years right now. Every Sunday, 12 o'clock, I try to take Q&As from the community about their career, about what they would like to do, how they like to learn about these technologies. And then we try to have some talk initiatives that are there. And today the initiative is the AI Building Application Challenge, which is the third round of demo that we are doing for the community. So I will quickly share, just put on the chat, how many of you know about Education 4.0 in the chat? Just put how many of you know about Education 4.0 in the chat. It's going to be an interesting session. And then we are going to have fun about this. So nowadays, the schools that are there, still they are following education. Some of the schools are following education 2.0. Some are still following education 1.0. And that is the reason why our academy and our community got inspired to do something in the education 4.0. This is a framework by United Nations Workforce Empowerment, which believes in vocational learning and experiential learning. So I am not telling anyone here who is in academy, who is in school or college to leave what they're doing, but try to do something that is also like these initiatives that we are doing. So try to incorporate some of the things that we are doing along with whatever you are doing in your life right now. You are working, you are studying, and try to take the learnings from today and try to incorporate it. This is not an alternative to schools and colleges because degree is still important. As of till now, it is important, but I don't know in the future. Nowadays, no one is caring much about the degree, but we will talk more about that, and I can take questions from the community. So a lot of people here have heard about Education 4.0 in LinkedIn. Mohammed Zubair, thank you everyone for sharing about this here as well. So to quickly, I will talk about Education 4.0 for people who don't know about this. And I will try to talk about the core principles and how our academy, our community is trying to bridge the gap between Education 4.0. The problem is the schools, colleges that are there, it's very tough for them to change to this framework because they have a lot of regulations and they have to follow a set rules of practices. But we being a startup and a agile community, we learn with the future outcomes that are there. We quickly adapt to the things that are happening and change the way we are giving our education in a way that you all are doing. And please put in the chat and agree. The people who have done the challenge, is it not a much better way to learn what you are learning in school, in class, the theory that you are doing? Just put on the chat so that I can understand your the mood that is here as well. People who have taken this challenge seriously, the 20% of the people who have taken the challenge seriously uh, are ones who understand the whole concept about this, right? And I keep telling everyone that this is not a class. This is not your tuition class that it is there. It is very separate from your tuitions that you do in your school, from the exams that you give. We don't care about how much marks you get, what you are doing, how good you know things. We want to see what you are building and what you are putting out to the exposure. So Ankush, Shivraj, Mehak, all of you are the ambassadors for us. That is the reason why we are inviting you to as well as this challenge that is there. So please. try to give away this message that we are speaking today about education 4.0 and why we are doing this and why uh, uh, partners like GEMS and Heroic Weight and Middlesex also are supporting us because they are feeling that what we are doing is very helpful for the students and for the ecosystem. That's the reason why they shared with you complimentary to join this challenge to get an experience of this that is there. So just to show you what is education 4.0, this is a diagram. I know it looks very confusing. I have broken it down. There are 8 principles, four from the content part, four from the experience part. And we try to cover, we are not perfect. We are learning as we speak. We are getting a lot of feedbacks from all of you. Right. And we are trying to improve. So please bear with us. This is a startup. We are a small team. Support us and try to understand that we are here to improve our experience and challenges that we are keep on doing year and year that is there. So this is the challenge that you guys are part of is our fourth challenge that we are doing. And people who have seen the challenge before, you will always see some improvements that we are doing and we will improve more. But we want your feedback and your support to share this message across to your friends properly so that they take this challenge, the next one that is coming in July, seriously. Now coming to, we'll talk more about these four parts. I will share you this slide, but this is something that lot of, vocational trainings, proper boot camps that are doing, communities are trying to cater, and we are trying to fill that gap between traditional education system, traditional, courses that are there in data camp, Coursera, the online courses, Udemy. I'll just tell a fact about Udemy. If you read the this thing about the statistics about Udemy, Udemy offer free courses. 5% of the people actually complete the free courses that are there, and approximately 10 or 11% complete the paid courses that they have paid money about this. Very few people even look at more than 10% of the recordings. And that is the reason why self-paced, sole self-paced courses like Coursera, Data Camp, or Udemy and all these things will never help you. It will give you some knowledge, but it is never going to put you one step ahead. This is, I will tell you because I have been doing academy for the last 8 to 9 years. I also run an academy platform and I see the statistics. I have a lot of courses that are for $19, some are free. We see a very, very less completion rate, even though the people pay the money, but they don't complete it because they don't get the push. That's the reason why we have started our academy programs like AI residency and AI executive, where our completion rate is 85 to 90%. The rest 10%, they come to the new batch or cohort, or we try to follow up to make sure that they complete everything. Even that is our target for AI residency specifically, and AI executive is 100%. I keep on reaching out to them even till they complete the and get the certification. If it is even some people have requested a 1 year delay because they are traveling or they have some family emergency, and I respect that, but I have that window open for them to complete it. This is our commitment for our programs, 100% completion. But you always know that there is a 10 to 15% gap that is there. So I will not talk much about this today. I will have another slide where I talk about all those things. I know most of you know about us. All of you are part of this. Any questions that you have, you can put it on LinkedIn. What we are trying to do is, if you, I will just quickly tell you three things that we are trying to do. We are trying to integrate a lot of AI in whatever we are doing. I analyze all the feeds, all the things that are happening, all the activities, all the percentage of things that are getting completed, the assessments that people are doing, which people are enjoying, which people are not enjoying. So I'm using a lot of technology to make the experiences better. The charts that you see that I put of the completion and everything, all of these are automated, where I get every hour I get the report of all these things. So I'm trying to do all this. I'm a little bit careful in creating automated messages because that is going to really uh, not, maybe in the future I may do something about that, but right now I'm just experimenting with those things that are there. Now coming to and also one thing that I am also doing is, other than the online experiences, we are also doing physical experiences. That is the reason why we started this AI agent challenge, that is a 3-day challenge with 1 full day boot camp that is in the UAE. So depending upon the response of this is our first time that we are doing this. So we are sharing to all of you who are serious to come, who are part of the challenge, or who are listening to this call, they can reach out to us with the condition we can give 100% scholarship that they are going to come and they are going to get along with them someone. So they are going to talk about this with someone and they can get them along as well for free. So it means that you are also getting a 1% more to feel this experience and be part of our amazing community that is there. Now, this is what we are doing. All of you do project-based learning. So these challenges also help people complete their projects, whatever they are planning to do, whatever they have in the mind. And there is a lot of things that we are trying to do. And with these three ecosystems that are there, with our programs, with these challenges, and with the guild community that I'm going to talk about very soon, and the free workshops and the events that we do, that most of you are part of, where we get global guest speakers to come and share. Like yesterday, we had someone from Indonesia who came and talked about N8N, which is an amazing automation platform that is there. So now coming to core principles again, all these things we are doing, motivation, especially challenges are a very great way to motivate people. The point based systems, the timely submissions and everything, all of you who have done that, agree with it, and thank you for this amazing thing that is there. And then we have digital collaboration. So it's not only about learning alone. If all of you like Mehak, Shivraj, if you are Sayed, if you who are looking at the challenge, you are seeing that you are also supporting each other. That's the reason why I tell people to put it on LinkedIn, because not only that you are getting some accountability, but you're also getting people to know about what you're doing and getting some feedbacks and trying to improve. That is the reason why we have judges and we have mentors to come and give feedback to you as well. And if possible, Raj, I would request you to today to give some feedbacks to the demo people as well, because the mentor was who was supposed to come, the judge could not come because of some emergency that he had to go out. So I request, if possible, just ping me and I will be doing that in couple of minutes. So now coming to, I will not take much time. I will just take 5 minutes for the participants. Shivraj, please keep yourself ready with your screen. I will just take 5 minutes and I will wrap up. People who are on LinkedIn and YouTube, we will be doing this session again next week in details. But my purpose of telling all of you is, when people ask, Mohammed, why are you running this community? Why are you doing this, all these things on weekends? Why are you working? Why are you doing so much of hard work? Is to follow the principle of lifelong upskilling and education 4.0. That is the reason why we have something. I'll just talk to you about our quick 2 minutes overview, and then what we are trying to do. Mission and vision, same thing that I told you, empowering people in an innovative education and transforming learning. So lot of the ways that we see, because I will tell you the reality, just if I can take 1 minute, that no one has the patience to look on long videos, sit in classes. So that is the reason why these type of challenges really help us. So why I do this challenge is, now I identify some north stars who have that ability to do things properly. If they have the correct attitude and the correct way to learn, we also support them in a lot of other opportunities by giving scholarships for our academy and lot of things that are there. But for us, attitude is also very important. And correct, some people are a little arrogant. There is a big difference between for the, because I have been dealing with so many people, so many learners. So when I try to interact, I understand the, the their attitude towards things. So if some people feel they are too smart, they become arrogant, and that is not going to help all of us here. Be humble. And this message, why am I giving you, is because a lot of people who thought before the rise of generative AI that they are experts, they can't be moved. Now they are losing their jobs. They are losing their momentum. Always keep that moment of having transformative learning. Be humble. Tell that I am also learning. I don't know everything, and try to listen and understand from people and try to improve. That is the whole thing that I try to reach. We are a global community. We have people from 115 countries, our academy, our community, and we are mostly based in the UAE, but we do our events when we travel to Jordan, India, and other places, Saudi, and all these places, and Abu Dhabi as well, and Alain as well. So this is what we are trying to do. Uh, Inclusivity in education, we are really pushing for education as well, and we really support women as well. We have special scholarship for women. We have an online presence, and we have a Dubai campus. We are incorporated in Dubai Internet City, where we have our physical workshops and physical physical events, which I am invited all of you to do. Now, so I'll just quickly tell you three things and then I will give it to Shivraj. So three things that we do. Every one of you know I have been talking a lot about AI Guild. For a small fee, you get access to 400 plus recordings and 40 plus amazing self-paced courses and weekly live workshops, interactive workshops within the community. So this is like a lifelong learning for a small fee that I request people to give because I need to pay for the storage and the platform fee. You get access to everything. And community workshops are there. We have peer projects and collaborations, and we have around 120 people right now who are our guild members that are there. And this is a very supportive group that we have. Then we have our AI residency. This is our flagship program. This cohort that most of you who are part of this challenge, the first winner is going to get 100% scholarship, and other people are going to get other scholarships that are there. This is going to start on January 21st, June 21st, that is next Saturday. And this is our sixth cohort that we are doing. So we have got an amazing response. So Shivraj is from the third cohort, if I am not mistaken. Just correct me if I'm wrong. So we are going to start the sixth cohort on joining June 21st. We are getting an amazing response. And the best thing is the person from the fifth cohort, he has got his four team members to be part of the sixth cohort. So this is all word to word marketing, word to word promotions. We don't do any online advertisements. It's all word to mouth promotions, and everyone is able to hear about this. So thank you for this. And this is something that we really do. This is a 6 month program. Hands-on, it's very, very extensive. We have a lot of workshops and everything that is there. And capstone project is something that is a part of this. And for the people who are residents, I really push them to do the challenge, application building challenge, so that they can complete their capstone project within this challenge. So because they have this 8 days to do the capstone project, because other if you don't give them the time restrictions, they never complete it. So these are something that we are doing. We do a lot of demo days like you are seeing right now. And then this is our second flagship program, AI for Executive, which is very, very important because it's not only about technical knowledge, about how you are using this knowledge and how you are, especially for professionals, founders, and senior professionals who don't want to get their hands dirty, but at least get an idea of how things work. So these are something that we are doing. And now I will take some Q&A. But before I take some Q&A, I'm going to take a demo. So let me pin Shivraj. And Shivraj, let me know if you are ready. And I'm going to unmute you. So the demo is starting for the second round. And I request Raj, I'm pinning you, if you can give some feedbacks along with me to Shivraj. Shivraj, I am unmuting you and the time is there. But before I give Shivraj, before I give it to you, I want Raj to just quickly introduce himself to the community.
Hi everyone. So thanks for that good speech. Actually, I'm new to the community. I'm still trying to get things like familiar. So whoever is going to like participate today, like all the best for them. And currently, I'm working as a senior solution architect in Emirates LBD. I'm in Dubai past 10 years. So 2016, I came to Dubai. Almost, yeah, I'm going to complete 10 years in Dubai. Um, so I'm very much interested in that AWS cloud and the AI technology stuff. I'm not expert in AI. I'm just a beginner in AI only. I'm started learning on the AI tools and all. I'm trying to like collaborate along with AWS tools.
Yes. Thanks a lot, Raj. You had amazing help in the AWS session, and we look forward for your session in the future. Sayed, just put in the chat if you also want to be in the panel for feedbacks, and then I will. Shivraj, over to you.
Thanks, Mohammed. You can hear me, right?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, okay.
If you can on your camera, it will be great. If you don't mind, because we are broadcasting.
Actually, my internet connection is not so good.
Okay, okay.
So,
No
yeah,
issues.
okay, okay. You can see my screen?
Yes, your time starts now.
Yeah, okay. So, I will be talking about Polymer GPT. So this is an AI-powered application to predict the novel polymers, new polymers, and their properties. So importance of this app is that it can be used to identify new polymers, novel polymers, and their properties predict novel polymers, like if you are interested in knowing some synthesizing some new polymers. And as you know, polymers are used in a lot of industries, whatever you can imagine, like starting from your household, in marine, aerospace, automotive, oil and gas, paint, household items, in all the sectors you will find their applications. So the idea is two or threefold, I would say, to predict the new polymers, then predict their properties, and also find, if you want to substitute an existing polymer, what are the alternatives that you can have from this LLM. So that is what I'm trying to do here. So before going to the how I developed, I would like to directly jump onto the demonstration, and then I would talk a little bit about the architecture of this model. So here, this is a very simple app, and you can see you can just write down the name of the polymer. So here it is something called as Smiles. Smiles is nothing but the name of the polymer, just the way we call each other by names. So the smile strings is basically the name of the polymer. So you just enter here the name of the polymer that you are interested in. So this can be a novel polymer or any existing polymer, and then once you hit enter, it will run this model, and what it will give you is, okay, so these are just some sample polymers. So these are not actual prediction, these are just the sample polymers from the data set, and you can see about 25 properties. So here there are these different properties like density, energy, pressure, volume, all these things, stress, strain, yield strength. So these are the properties which are very interesting for like mechanical properties, chemical properties, band gap, electronic properties, and so a lot of these properties are there. So these are just some sample polymers. These are not yet predictions. The model is still running, as you can see here. The model is still running. It is little bit slow because the data set is very high. It's very huge, about 50 gigabytes. So it is little bit slow. And after it runs, it gives you the polymers which are similar to what you have entered. Let's say you have entered polyethylene, polypropylene, which are like very well-known polymers. It tells you which are the similar polymers, which can be novel polymers to this one. It also prints out the similarity score. So basically 0.92 means it is very much similar to what you have predicted. And here, if you can see, this C means carbon, N means nitrogen, H means hydrogen, things like that. So this is basically the way you represent a polymer. Yeah. So here it has predicted the novel polymers and their properties as well. If I go here, yeah, and their properties as well. So basically you can choose. So these are the top 10 most similar polymers, and you can use these polymers to synthesize in labs, test their properties. So this gives you a very good starting point for the experimentalist to synthesize and test their properties, do some testing on these polymers. And that is the idea, basically, to screen, to help the experimentalists to save time rather than doing testing one by one, which is very time consuming and costly affair. So this basically gives you a very good starting point to of 10 polymers, 20 polymers, which are depending on the similarity score. You can choose and start testing them in the lab. And also their properties are also predicted. So this way you also know what to expect in terms of their properties. Okay. Again, just to reiterate, the importance of this app is like threefold: identify new polymers, discover and predict their properties. And the third one is like, if you have an existing polymer, let's say polyethylene, and if you want to substitute it for some reason, environmental reason, processing reason, you want to make it cheap, any reason, you can substitute it with the predicted polymers, and then it has uses in any industry that you can imagine. And also this is useful for, let's say, masters, PhD student, bachelor students who want to discover new things. Okay, so this is just like 1 minute. In 1 minute, I will describe the architecture. So I start with this, the known existing data set of the polymers. So there are about 40,000 polymers already available in the literature, which are synthesized, which are used in the industry. And this is the smile string. They are denoted by the smile strings, which is basically the name of the polymer. Then there is the transformers I'm using. This is very much similar to what is being used in the LLMs, let's say ChatGPT. I use this transformers to create the embeddings and store these embeddings in the vector database. And then the third step is to predict using the neural networks. I predict their properties based on the embeddings. I predict their properties. So there are like these 25 different properties I'm predicting here. Yeah. So this is what I have so far. Thank you. Thank you for your time. I'll be happy to take any questions if there are.
Yes, I will ask Raj to give feedback, and then anyone else has anything to add also on our LinkedIn or something, please let us know. And so Raj, you want to ask any question? You want to say something before I?
Yeah, yeah. So a couple of questions for me. So first thing is there's a good demo. Thanks, Suraj. So high level, like you mentioned about you're using the Team Blitz app, right? My one suggestion here is like whenever you're talking about something new, it's better to give some more insight about that particular app, like in one presentation, so that will be helpful for others also, like how you implement it. That is one thing. And then you mentioned like there is a polybot model. Can you please explain more about that polybot model? What is this about?
Yeah, sorry, I couldn't hear you actually. Your second question, I was not able to hear. Uh, if you can repeat.
Yeah, I am unmuting you again, Raj. You can
No, second
maybe.
question is about you mentioned in the configuration there is a polybot model. Can you please explain about that particular model? Is it a customized one or is it existing one? Or, what is this about?
Okay, so this model is like an existing one from the literature, but I'm not using this model. I'm using just like normal sentence transformer, which is very much similar to what they have mentioned here, which is called as a polybird model from this research publication, which is given here. I'm not using this. I wanted to use this, but there are some problems in installation and using this. So I'm just using the simple plain sentence transformer, which is very much similar to what they have used.
Okay. Raj, I think one more. Ankush is asking you one question. How did you get such specialized data to feed and train your model? So he's talking about the input data sets.
Yeah, so input data set, some of the data set I got from this publication, which is mentioned here, and the rest I had to compile it from like different publications, different data sets. So there are some data sets from in the literature. It is basically collection of different data set that I did. And so there are like 40,000 real polymers which are being used currently. I got it from different sources, and then I'm creating like 100 million novel polymers, which is the method to create this novel hypothetical polymers, basically these ones. The method to generate these hypothetical polymers is given in this publication. So basically the data set is so huge, like 100 million if you consider the hypothetical. It will last for like next 10, 20 years, and you can get a lot of new novel polymers from this data set.
How much time it took you to build this, Shivraj?
It took me about 2 weeks actually. So I had already started before the challenge.
No, yeah, the challenge say just to remind everyone, many people say
Yeah,
that. So the challenge is we announce it 1 month before. Everyone knows every quarter there is
yeah,
a
yeah.
challenge. It's not that you have to start making on
Hmm.
day zero.
Yeah,
It's not
yeah,
like that. People plan
yeah.
before. Like you, everyone who's like serious about this. Like I think the people who joined early and they're planning what they need to
Hmm.
do because I've already given the template. What
Yeah,
idea you have, what you want to work for. The 8 days are for execution to
yeah,
try to improve your product or try to share what you're doing, try to see what's happening, discuss, maybe improve your product while you have the basic prototype that is there. So that's not a problem. It's an amazing project. So what is so are you deployed this in the cloud?
this is currently on the local machine, Streamlit app, but I will deploy it on the Hugging Face actually. So I'm currently having problems like because this is very large data set, 50 gigabytes. So I'm having problems. So maybe I'm thinking I will, for now, I will deploy like only part of the data set, maybe 1 GB or 2 GB, only part of the data set. It is
I,
very difficult to deploy. And
I think
also I don't want to give out the entire project because this is kind of little bit classified. So I don't want to post everything that I have
I
on the
think
public domain.
Raj can give you a feedback about deploying because he's an expert in cloud. Raj, I'm unmuting you. If you can maybe give easier idea for Shivraj, how he can deploy. As you said, he has 50 GB of huge size.
So is there any specific cloud you want to use it, AWS or Azure, or what is your plan, Suraj?
Mostly, currently, I'm looking at the Hugging Face because that is what most I'm familiar with. AWS, I saw your the other day demo, but I haven't used it before. So,
Okay. Okay. Yeah, Azure also you can use it. So Azure has multiple services, single services. So they're actually similar to AWS S3. You can have a set of data models are there. So there we can upload the data, whichever application you want to deploy. And similar to the GCP services in Azure, also there are some services are there. We can use that particular service to deploy the serverless one.
yeah. Okay. Okay. Thanks.
Thanks a lot, Shivraj. Thank you for this amazing project. Looking forward for the final submission. And Ankush, where are you? Can I pin you? Let me pin you. I'm unmuting you and let me know when I can start the time.
I hope you can hear me.
Yes.
So I I d- uh, I use a no code low code method as I don't have much experience in this field, but I have the basics. So about my platform, it's a one slide information PPT where it's a platform that helps job seekers. Just one second. Yeah, it helps job seekers and professionals find their career paths, improve their job resumes, and match with the relevant job opportunities that they want to search. So I have personal experience with this as I was recently trying to get internships, but I had to learn how to write a resume from scratch as there was practically no good uh, helping websites or videos on student internships. And also, a bit about my platform, it's that I use the Gemini API as well as lovable.dev for my platform creation. I use a testing API, which was free because I can't really have funding for this project right now. And I started this project 1 week ago as on the day the project, this, what's this called? This challenge started. Uh, yeah, now let me take you to the deployed version of this website. So I have deployed it via lovable.app. You can see, I hope you can see the URL here.
Yes, we can.
Okay. So I can start off, we can sign up to different new users. So you can put your name here, your email, and you create a new password, and it would send your email into your personal Gmail or whatever email you use, and you can confirm your password from there. Now, if I type my password in and sign in, it is a simple platform, not that complicated. It has three main areas, and you can check your profile from the options in the top. Now, like to begin with the basics, there is resume analysis as the first option, where I, let's say, fill up the details. Let's say upload my own CV here. Now, the Gemini AI that's inbuilt in this would help me analyze what. Oh, 1 second. It just now worked. Yeah, so analysis has been completed. So as you can see, since I was new to the internship interviews, my resume was not really that good. So it gives me a resume score of 75 out of 100. It gives me number one improvement and a brief summary, the skills it found or understood, and other improvements. So if you can you see a screen?
Yes, we can see.
Yeah. So that's the first feature. The second feature is planning your career path. So you can, let's say, input your current role in your job, uh, in your current role. And it is not actually for fresh interns or fresh starters because they wouldn't really have a current role. This feature is for people that have a current job and are planning to get to a senior position. And there would be a timeline feature. Let's say you want to get to this position in 3 years. Then to generate a career path for you, a personalized career path based on your current and target role. And it's generating. Yeah. So it would give a brief overview and the skills you'll have to develop to reach that milestone. I Do you want to read this or do I just skip over it?
No, that's fine. That's fine. You can show other features. So you have
Yeah.
integrated with Supabase, this one?
Yes. So Lovable guided me through the building process. It actually told me to first set up a Supabase server platform, and it then I created a free account and a free uh, server, I believe. Yeah, and I linked all the information of the logins and users into Supabase. And the Lovable.app also built this platform. I just had to input the Gemini API, which I obtained. Now, moving on to the third feature, it is job search. Let's say I want to find a job of software developer. Yep. If I search this is a feature I'm quite proud of as it took some time to debug. So this job searches would appear below as you'd expect, and also gives the estimated salary of the job. And there would be a percentage match of what you exactly want, and you can save if you want, and you can also open a job view. This feature right now is not exactly working as it would open LinkedIn, it would search the job, but it doesn't give the exact job that Gemini found. As you can see, it opened up Airbnb for some reason. So this open or view job feature doesn't work, but the general idea is in place with the resume analysis, career path generation. Those two features are there, and the job matching still needs just one debugging, and then it will be ready. Yeah, I believe I'm done. Any
So,
questions?
okay. So I have couple of things to want to ask you. So you have right now you have used which Gemini large language model to do all this, right?
Yeah, general Gemini, large language model.
Okay, Raj, he's asking in a chat, what is the source for your data source? Like,
Um, I actually don't have a data source. So if you know what lovable.dev is, it's a building platform that's similar to Replit, and I think you might have experience with it where you just give a prompt. It asks for some details like what's the name, what's the API that you want to give. It asked me for those information in Lovable as well, and
hmm.
I just gave those information, and it gave me a what do I say? It gave me a draft, and I had to make some changes to it to get this result. But I didn't have to manually input a data source or AI model into it. I used LLM, which is the Gemini API.
Got it, got it. So, what is your next steps? Like, how are you going to improve it? Like, I know, so as you are new to the community, and I
Yeah,
was just telling to Shivraj, so we do every quarter this challenge. It's not that you need to build something immediately in 7, 8 days. People plan something to do before, and the execution and the submission happens in these 7 days. Like, what is your idea? What are the things that you're doing? How you're improving? How you're learning within the groups and making yourself better. So so what is going to be your future updates that you're going to do if you're going to get more time to your application to make it look more professional and better? One thing that I'm looking as, because you are based in Dubai, right? Uh,
yeah,
how are you getting the job search information? If you can just test, what's your plan to do that? Because job matching is not working at all, right? You are in
yeah.
the
Job matching is giving some results, but it really isn't opening in LinkedIn.
No, but how are you getting the latest job matching? Which API are you using? Because chat LLMs will not give you the latest job openings,
Yeah,
right?
I did realize that, but it was too a bit late when I realized that. At day 7, I believe I was testing through the whole project I built because as before I was debugging the resume builder as it was not uploading. But when I finished debugging the resume builder, I went to the job search and I realized that it was giving results. But since it's a LLM that I'm basing this project off, it wasn't really giving accurate results. As when I would search the job in, let's say, Google or in LinkedIn, there was nothing like that, as
Mm.
it would give the job name, but not from the company it was from.
Yes. So that is
That's
a
why
case
I
of,
don't
yeah,
really
that
know
is.
what to do right now.
So for that case, yeah, that there are job search APIs that are there that are available that you can connect to Indeed or other things and get live, because end of the day, job search is something very live. LLMs are a collection of languages that have been back. There's a cutoff date of October 2024. So this
Yeah.
information looks correct, but it is not.
But it's
So
actually not. It's
this is
outdated. Yeah.
yeah. So that is fine. That's you will learn. So you're going. So mostly your resume is working amazing, your career path is working amazing, so you have to work a little bit on your job posting in the
Yeah.
future version 2.0, but it's amazing. So Ankush is a grade 10, he's also from James, and I requested him to give a presentation, so thanks a lot for doing this, and we are trying to support the student community and to share what we are doing, and I hope now, Ankush, you are understanding the mission of vision of challenges. It is a very good way of putting whatever you have learned from whatever sources into execution and doing something, and end with a goal like you have, like what you have today, right? Which is
Yeah.
something that you can share, and I'm sure I'm proud of you, and every one of your friends and your family will also be very proud of this thing that you have done. So keep the momentum going. And my only request is to share this message to your friends whom you are close to, whom you speak about what we're trying to do. Because a lot of people in GEMS joined the challenge, but they were thinking that it is going to be tuitions. It is going to be, I'm going to teach them what is X plus Y is equal to Z. That is not what we are doing.
Yeah. And I
Go
have
ahead.
3 friends of mine that are actually actively participating in this challenge. I hope you know the name of Sanvio and Anton. Those are my friends that have joined and are actively participating with me.
But they are not active.
Okay.
I pinged them couple of times, but they are not active. So maybe if you can personally tell them to reach out to me as well,
Sure.
so that I can try to make them do a demo and take it forward. So I tried, good, you responded yesterday. I'm so very glad. So like that, I reached out one on one to everyone who did at least day 4 submission. I reached out to everyone individually and requested them to please be active and share, because you at least reach till day 4, day 6. A lot of people, they started in day 1 and they stopped because I don't know, for various reasons. So my purpose of doing this challenge is also to bring this message out to more and more people because we have this every quarter. So next quarter we're also going to do this in July. I think mostly I will do it in July or August. I'm going to see because July some of you are going to be in summer off, but I will look at it whenever it is possible. And then I want all of you to take it, plan it next time better. Shivraj here, this is his third challenge that he is doing. Kritika is doing her second challenge. Purnima did not do this challenge. I don't know. She got very busy. But everyone who does one challenge, they keep repeating these challenges because it's a very good way to build projects and learn along with all of us. So thanks a lot, Ankush. Over to the last person.
Thank you.
Mehak, I am any last questions, feedbacks, and thoughts how to make the experience better?
I would like to say that when I first joined from day zero, I was actually unable to actually follow up with all the requirements, as I don't have a LinkedIn account or other social media accounts. So I was dependent on the internal chatting system and also the celebrations to get points. And as I see you, the platform mostly encourages LinkedIn posts, which I don't have. That's why I couldn't really get all the bonus points. But I'd also like to say that I would prefer if we had some other starter resources. For example, websites that we can use for free, or let's say uh, how to get or a guide on how to get APIs for free, or
So we
other
have, yeah.
necessities for beginners.
Okay, two things. So we have a YouTube playlist with lot of free videos and workshops. The live workshops that we do are completely free to join. Plus YouTube video, we have a YouTube channel with 600 videos and a playlist that we have created. So there are a lot of videos that are there. So content is not a problem. Regarding LinkedIn, yes, social media is one optional. If you see everywhere, it is
Yeah.
optional. And till now, I have not given any bonus point to anyone. Everything is system generated on the time that you do the submission. The bonus is going to be given when we are doing the internal calculation for doing the judging. And like I really respect people who don't have LinkedIn, like because I know the official age is 16 years of age. So that is the reason why if you see everywhere, social media is optional. Social media is good for people who are above 16 because it's not only about the, for you guys, it is about more about learning. For people who are in school
Yeah.
below 16 is more about learning. But for the people who are professionals, like as you know, this is not only for students, this is for everyone. They need to also share, they need to be visible,
Yeah.
and that really helps a lot of people. You see, because LinkedIn is a, and I will request you, whenever you turn 16, LinkedIn, or start LinkedIn and start working on it, because it's an amazing tool to get visibility across the board and you feedbacks. And I have made a lot of connections on LinkedIn, and it's a amazing platform. So that's not a problem, and I will do the messaging better next time. I will try to have I see, the thing is, I don't want to have too much the spoon feeding here. So I want to let people,
Yeah, sure.
little bit fight and do things. And then slowly, slowly, now you are prepared for the next challenge. Now it will be very easy for you to do the next challenge if you continue this and you
Yeah.
share it with your friends because you know about this. Similarly, Jishnu, who was also part of this, he's also from your, graduated from your school last year. He's also been doing for the last 2 to 3 years. He's part of our community. So he knows these things. And that's the request why I tell people like you to spread the message, because I cannot one-on-one talk to all the students. So people like you guys are becoming the ambassadors of DDS and spreading the word, and then the message that why we are doing this challenge. And it's not very different from a tuitions or a course. It's something that you are because unless you don't get your hands dirty, you will not do anything. You always learn by, and this is the way we are going to, especially AI applications. It's a ocean with real waves, so you have to go there and take it forward. So Mehak, after a big lecture, and thanks a lot, Mehak, can you tell me a little bit about yourself, which before you introduce and share your screen, you are a part of which ec- I was confused. Mehak and Menhal, there are two people. Mehak, over to you. Can you share
Yes, so I'm actually going to start my third year at. Okay, I'll
which
share
college?
my screen first.
Which college it is?
I'm about to start my third year at Middlesex University, Dubai.
Okay, so Middlesex, amazing. We have a lot of people from Middlesex University also part of the challenge. And thanks a lot for doing this. By the way, yesterday, Ashwarya, do you know Ashwarya? She did a demo on Fridge app.
Yes, yes,
She's part of your
I know.
college. Amazing,
Yeah,
amazing. Okay, come on. Now,
Aishwarya and Shafaq as well. if
Oh
I'm
yeah,
not wrong.
yes, yes.
Both of them.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Thanks a
So
lot. Over to you.
okay, so my project, it's called Forensically, or you can also pronounce it as Forensic Ally. So it's your intelligent ally to analyze forensic logs. So technically, what this does is it analyzes cybersecurity logs, reconstructs the incidents, and explains them in natural language. So this is aimed to simplify the forensic analysis, and it not only narrates what exactly happened, but also tells you why it happened, why it matters, and also tells you how you should fix it. So I've also got some visualizations that help you understand and make the whole report better. So my target audience when I decided to go with this was small and medium-sized enterprises because there are some who can't technically afford a full incident response teams, or there are some SMEs that are not technically IT based but require forensic log analysis. Then another target audience was junior analysts and IT teams who can't spend like hours or like days or months to analyze logs but need like fast and guided explanations. And lastly, cybersecurity students and learners, like including me, who are looking to understand how real world incidents and attack chains happen. Because I also, in my second year, I had a module called digital forensic and incident response scene analysis. So during that module technically inspired me to make this. So these are a few features that I have. As I mentioned, it analyzes and generates an incident narrative response. Then it also tells you how to remedy this whole attack that's happened. Then I've also included a safe mode. So it redacts PII, for example, the sensitive information like IPs, usernames, etc. Then I've also included a feedback mechanism in case the response you get isn't up to par to what you wanted. You can attach a feedback and you can also rerun the entire application, and the report then therefore generated is along with feedback. Then I've also classified each and every log you input with respect to the risk levels, confidence ratings, etc. And then we have finally interactive timeline. And I'm also handling inputs of different types of logs. For now, it's like TXT and JSON. And it also handles chaotically formatted logs where there's like something off in the JSON, there's like some formatting issues. It still accepts that. Then, as I mentioned, I've also got auditing, and then I've a case study mode where, for example, this is for the students and like people who want to test it out, where you can input some sample case studies and it will walk through the entire simulation properly. And then you can also input multiple logs at once instead of just one. And finally, I've also implemented a RAG where I've used MITRE logs for input to like make the output better with like more knowledge and understandability. So this is my tech stack. Streamlit is for the front end, and I'm using Plotty for the timeline. And then I've used the free LLM model from Grok because I actually tried it out with like a lot of different models from Together AI as well. But then I found that the one from Grok fits best because the RAG pipeline the RAG JSON file that I'm attaching along with my logs to analyze it is like very huge. And this model also supports like the huge data set. And then for the RAG itself, I'm using QRAG, and then I'm using sentence transformers as well. So all of this I'll also be explaining with a proper demo here. So this is my application. So in the UI, I've also enabled a dark mode. So this is the light mode, and this right here is the dark mode. So let's start by going back to the light mode and uploading logs. So this right here is the case study that I talked about. You can upload like a lot of case study examples I've given here along with the formats mentioned over here. So let's start by uploading files. So first it starts by detecting what log type this is to give you like an overview of what you're analyzing. And because I've already analyzed this before and I've also added like a few feedbacks for this particular model, which are stored right here. So when I'm adding feedback for a particular file, so I'm storing it in a way that every time it reruns, it analyzes if there were any previous feedback based on the content of the file, based on the content of the file. So if in case the file is changed, the file name is changed, it will still be able to apply that. So based on the past corrections, this was one of the feedbacks I had entered. It finishes the analysis. And over here, for transparency reasons, I've mentioned like a summary of the rack context that was injected along with the logs that I've injected in this. And it gives you an overview of what exactly happened in the logs you've added. So it tells you like three things: the downtime, users affected, and failed jobs. And we go with like a step-by-step timeline. So this particular log that I uploaded has like 14 lines. So you can scale it up to 50 for now. And then in the future, if in the future I will try to increase that. So like logs with like more detail can also be uploaded. So in the step-by-step timeline, it prints the timestamp along with like a small explanation in easier terms. Then we have the root cause of why this particular attack happened, what exactly happened in it, and like what was the exact root cause, the main point due to which this happened. Then the total impact. Now these are the three fields that were listed on the top. It tells you how exactly it has calculated this. And then it also tells you like what are the next steps you should take to like avoid this like as of now, as soon as possible. And then lastly, we also have risk and confidence scores. So I mentioned that we can upload more than one file, right? So for like reasons to identify which log belongs to which file, we have this little thing at the front, which tells you which file this comes from. So this risk and confidence scores are according to each and every line of the log. So the first, we have risk scores here, risk level and the confidence level with which the AI has like developed these. And right here is the status. Now you get more information about this right here. So if you want to know why these risk scores, confidence levels were assigned, I've added an LLM classification down here, which tells you the justification as to why these scores and everything were assigned. And not only that, if you want to add any feedback, it can be added over here, submit feedback. And then you can also rerun with that particular feedback, and it gives you an instantly generated analysis report. And then over here, these status symbols that you see is because even though I'm predicting all this using my AI with like as much accuracy as I can, AI will still, my application will still flag some of these logs to say that this risk score and confidence level can be improved. And the particular reasons consistently check results are given here. So you can read through them, and if you think that these are what you actually want, you can download and you can rerun the analysis with the risk scoring. So for example, let's see. Score is high, but labeled as not high. Over here. Score is high, but is labeled as medium. And the reason why this all is done is given in the LLM classification, as I mentioned. So if you think that this is correct, you can rerun the results. I'll show that. As you can see, it's rerunning over here. This is the updated LLM classification along with the thing. And it's also been updated over here. 90 high. And then you can also download the flagged issues into a CSV file in case you want to share these details. Then these are confidence level for the overall analysis the predictive model has generated, and the confidence is right here. This also tells you if any context or data that was missing in the log analysis, that if you have and you provide us with, we will be able to generate a better report. And for transparency reasons, again, this tells you which particular log or which particular segment or sector part of the log you have uploaded contributed to each of the findings. This shows you the raw logs and the LLM classification. And lastly, with respect to this, along with the timelines and all the factors, we have generated a timeline where if you hover over it, you'll be able to see all the necessary details and you will be able to see them divided into risk levels. Now, of course, you can also use this timeline filters. For example, if I want to check these for 5 minutes from the starting point, it shows you properly. And then you can also filter these with respect to the risk levels if you want to remove the medium risk level and only want to see low and high. As you can see, the result is working. And this right here, as I mentioned, is shows you all the feedback that has been registered. And all this feedback, I'm adding it to Firebase so I can like retrieve it properly as well. And feedback flags, this is empty as of now because for one particular log, if there's multiple feedbacks, like if we have 3, 5, 10, 15 feedbacks, it's gonna flag that particular log as like every time you run a log file that's in this feedback flag section, you have to be more accurate with your response. So that's what this section says. But for now, I haven't added like more than 2 feedbacks for a particular file, so that's empty. And then you can also see the audit log info over here. So if you want, I can also submit a particular feedback. Should I try that?
No, it's enough. The demo time was 5 minutes. You took 12 minutes, but I do not stop you because it is a good project that you do and it's very important right now. When are you going to deploy this?
Actually, I'm facing like similar issues because the data set is very big. So I've tried deploying it on Render and also on Streamlit, but it's very slow with like loading and everything. So like I think I'm gonna try with AWS as well.
Okay, so okay, maybe I will give this to maybe Raj who can ask question.
Actually,
So, but
there's
the thing,
one last feature that's left.
yeah, go
Do you
ahead.
mind if okay. So you can add multiple files as I mentioned, right? So if I add this, it's gonna restart making the feedback. And these two files actually have like a time range that is like 1 month apart, 40 days or something. So as you can see from different log file, then it will calculate all of this, the same features that I mentioned right here, confidence levels. And here in the timeline, we have this option to jump to the date that's mentioned in the 2 different logs. So if I select this, it's gonna rerun and go to that particular date. So you don't have, if it's like 2 to 3 months apart, you don't have to like manually scroll. It went to June 7th and before it was 18th of April. Yes, that was the last one.
Amazing. Raj, I'm muting Raj. He has some feedbacks to give you.
Yeah. First of all, yeah, Megat, it is a good one. So you did a very good job. And actually, in my recent hackathon, so we did for our ENBD. So one of our teammates like did similar kind of project only. So they
Oh,
showcase they were using some different AI technologies, but the functionality, core functionality was similar to that. But one good thing they did is like it. We don't need to like explicitly upload the logs files to that particular platform. It will automatically detect in the real time. So that is the
oh.
only difference there. But apart from that, other things almost similar. And one quick thing I just want to check with you on that LLM analysis. You mentioned some risk analysis and scoring. How which tool actually used basically for that risk analysis and scoring?
For this,
For the yeah, this one correct.
oh, actually, it's like based on prompt engineering. itself, and I'm also using like a few parsing and filtering functions in the Python backend as well.
Okay, okay. You specifically you customize some filtering, right, in that Python.
Yeah.
Okay. So that will like we have to put some keywords over there to identify the risk, and based on the keywords, it will identify the scoring. Is it like that?
So actually, it's like when I'm submitting my prompt to Grok AI. So in the Grok AI prompt, I'm also mentioning it to use statistical inputs and to calculate proper risk and confidence levels. And then along with those risk and confidence levels that I get, I'm comparing them with what I will generate in my backend. And then when I'm comparing these two, I'm seeing if both of them match, and if they don't match, I'm asking the LLM to generate the results again. And then I'm finally putting here what's like the most accurate one. So it's like a combination of two things.
Okay, got it, got it. And then I can help you out if you want to deploy it in AWS. You can connect with me.
Okay. Because like I deployed it on Render and also on Streamlit, and like because it's loading a lot of things from like QRAM, the RAG, it was like it kept on loading. So it
Okay.
wouldn't work. That's
Yeah, it
why.
might be due to some data limitations.
Hmm.
It's a
You
good one.
know, but in our second hackathon challenge that we did, second challenge that we did last year, the first winner did something like this. Your name is Franz Iquali. He had called it AI red teaming. AI
Oh,
red teaming, and he had done something very similar. And was he won the first prize in the hackathon that was there, because at that time cybersecurity and AI together was something very useful, right? And this is a good project, and amazing things that are there. I will, Raj, you're there in the WhatsApp community, right? Just ping me once. I will connect you to the Mehek, and if she has any help. And how much is the size of your backend? If you can just give a number.
the size of my butt. Okay, one second. I haven't exactly
Is it in
recalled
GB?
it.
GBs or? That's fine. You can tell later. That's fine. So yeah,
Okay, I'll text in the
right.
WhatsApp group.
Yeah. I think, yeah. So thanks a lot, Mehek. Thanks a lot, Raj, and thanks a lot, everyone, to be part of this. People who are there on LinkedIn and YouTube. I hope you guys enjoyed the demo. We do this career talk every Sunday, 12 p.m. And people who are new to the community, Ankush, Mehek, and the people who are listening on YouTube, LinkedIn, be part of our initiatives. There is no other way of knowing what we do better. It's very some because a lot of people don't understand what we are doing. But now, if you are part of this talks, you are part of what we do, you will understand this, and you will share this with your friends, with your colleagues, with whomever you are meeting, and you care about them, and share the correct message. So thank you everyone for being part of the career talk. Before I move out to all of you, we are 8 of you here in the call. Raj, are you going to be there on 28th in UAE? 28th June in the UAE. So what we are doing is just before I wind up the call, one new initiative, and that's the reason why I'm talking about this initiative, is we are running this first time we are running an in-house challenge. Generally, we do online challenges. So we want the support from the community. So we have a fee because we are paying for the space, but we are giving a scholarship to everyone who is part of the challenge, who we know, who have contributed, like Raj, the mentors, the judges, and everyone, to come and be part of this event that is there. So this is a part of a challenge, but challenge is something that we keep doing. The unique point about this is the full day boot camp in Dubai Internet City. So we have few mentors along with me who are going to teach you. It's going to be like a course, Ankush. What this was like a complete challenge, but this is a challenge and a boot camp. So the boot camp, they're going to tell you how to do things. You will learn a lot of new things as well. Meet people. We are going to announce a lot of things are going to happen. It's the first time that we are doing this, and it is happening just before summer vacation. So a lot of people are traveling, but we are anyways doing this because we want to test out the response of the community. So all of you, this is a 3-day challenge. only one day you need to physically come in Dubai Internet City. So if you are in the UAE and if you are sure that you're going to come, please ping me. We will waive off the scholarship. But my only request is to get along one person along with you as well, so that we reach more serious people and have fun. Only prerequisite is you need to be little technology friendly. That's the reason why I'm giving all the challenge participants who completed complimentary, because they at least know what has to be done. And once they come to the challenge, the boot camp, they will be able to follow up quickly. If people who are very new to Python also, they can join, but they need to little bit learn. Before that, we will have some preparatory videos that we are going to give. Same like in this challenge, we have a welcome day. That is the day 0 that is going to be here, where we have some prerequisite videos for all of you to have a look. Python, you need to understand little bit. You don't need to be a pro in Python, but other than that, everything is normal. So that's it. I will be sharing this link on the chat. Have a look at this. And if you're going to be interested to come, please ping me. We will be giving you a 100% scholarship waive off for the people who are listening on the call, and case to case basis that are there. So thank you and have a great day, everyone. I hope whoever is there, let me